Welcome to NXT on Tuesday nights.
I told you, time always comes full circle. And it was only a matter of time until I was standing back in this ring, my ring, with this title, my title, as the NXT champion. And as for Mr. Balor, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the greatest to ever step in this ring of all time. Everywhere he's ever gone, championships have followed. You guys are rowdy tonight. When Balor had this belt, he went on a tear. But unfortunately, he believed that my emotions were a weakness. Unfortunately for him, he didn't understand. Anything can become a driving force when you learn how to control it, and I control everything. So understand this. Now the time has allowed the course to correct itself. I am in command of NXT until I say so. And you know, there's a funny saying, when you're at the top, there's nowhere else to go but down. And I can reassure you, that is a complete and total lie. Because nobody is gonna out-train me. Nobody's gonna out-grind me. No one is going to out-wrestle me. And NXT has the hungriest guys and girls on the planet in this brand. But I'm starving, and I am insatiable. So this is how it's gonna go. You want this? Step right up and roll the dice, and I promise you I will roll every single one of you off your heads. Because I don't care who you are, where you've been, what championship titles you've won, what you think you're entitled to, or how many zeros are on the ends of your checks. I will fold every single one of you until there is no one left. Because no matter where the time is told, in the end, everybody pays the toll.
There is no doubt a new terror on Tuesday.
Wow, what a statement from the champion Karrion Kross as he lifts the gold above his head. And just as prophesized by Scarlett, it was indeed fate that Karrion Kross would once again rule NXT.
Let's go back to when Karrion Kross won the championship. What an epic 2 nights it was. The biggest takeover in history and also the most watched NXT takeover ever. It was stand and deliver.
For the first time in 1 year, the WWE Universe Live to the greatest spectacle in live entertainment.
We are live inside the Capitol Wrestling
Unbelievable new tag team champions.
It had to come true for MSK!
The Psycho Killer's unleashed.
This is the old Tommaso Ciampa.
Unbelievable presence by Walter.
Walter retains.
Dynamite!
This big boy season in full effect.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to beat Johnny Gargano.
Wherever Gonzalez goes, destruction follows. Look at Shirai!
Oh!
The reign of Raquel has begun! Who is the real Cruiserweight champion?
Belair doesn't obey any rules. It is truly the X Factor.
The champion of champions, Escobar, has done it! The bitter end! Pete Dunne proves to be the best technical wrestler in the world. Unorthodox, unpredictable. Blackheart and Ember show they are the top of the NXT Women's Tag Team Division yet again. Is tonight Reed's time? Is this his moment?
Johnny Takeover, where he brings his best.
And it's all celebration for Johnny Gargano. All about the NXT Championship.
He wanted deep water. He's getting it.
Karrion Kross is the new NXT champion. Wanting to just destroy his former friend, his former brother. Kyle O'Reilly puts away Adam Cole. Standing ovation on their feet. Stood and delivered on the biggest stage we have in NXT.
And countless epic moments at Takeover Stand and Deliver. We ushered in a new era of dominance. We'll hear from the new women's champion, Raquel Gonzalez, tonight.
And just a few days removed from their hellacious, unsanctioned match at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, the reverberations still being felt. We will be taking a look back at the aftermath of Cole O'Reilly a little later on tonight.
Please welcome your new NXT Tag Team Champions, MSK!
Carter and Lee making history in their own right, winning the Dusty Cup, and then moving on to the biggest stage, the most watched NXT TakeOver in history, to make their own mark in the NXT Tag Team Division. What a night it was for Lee and Carter, outlasting two other teams, Legado del Fantasma and the grizzled young veterans, and we all know, somewhere, looking with a smile on his face, Carter's father looking down at the new champions. Champions are in action. Champions no rest for those that wear gold, because MSK is ready to defend their titles against Killian Dane and Drake Maverick. This championship clash is next. We are back on NXT in the first match on our first night on Tuesday night. It's a championship match.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Drake Maverick and Killian Dane.
I like that.
How on earth has Killian Dane not got that music changed yet?
What's wrong with it?
Oh, it's been months at this point.
It's great.
It's catchy, Woody.
Silence is more catchy than that.
Drake Maverick, Killian Dane, of course, Beth. were able to earn this opportunity at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver.
I mean, a huge opportunity going up against Breezango to become #1 contenders. I mean, Breezango, in the eyes of many, including myself, the favorites going into that match, Dane and Maverick, the underdogs, but they figured it out and came out the victors, and that brings us here to this moment tonight.
Carter going to start off with Killian Dane, and Wade, I'll start with you. Is the first championship defense the toughest?
I'll speak from my own personal experience, and no, for me it never was. I was always high on adrenaline and confidence was peaking.
Kick out at 1.
And in my mind, the first defense was almost like a celebration to me.
Oh. You're never lacking confidence.
Another cover, and again, another kick out.
But I gotta tell you, personally, from my experience, if you find yourself in a position like walking a tightrope, I mean, you want to solidify that this victory was not a fluke.
Oh, and Maverick just thrown right into Carter. Dane trying to pick up the scraps. And now Maverick into the cover off the elbow, and another near fall in this matchup. I mean, it's very interesting, Wade, how Killian Dane uses his, well, partner.
Yeah, I mean, their chemistry in their tag team moves seem to have nothing to do with Drake Maverick. He simply uses a human bowling ball or missile like. Oh, Killian Dane.
Lee able to catch Maverick right there on the shoulder, and Lee right on the back now of Drake Maverick. That is the speed of Wes Lee. Lee able to go up, go down so quickly to take advantage in this matchup as Maverick puts on the brakes.
It looked like Maverick stumbled somewhere along there, but he seems to be back at full strength. He's looked a little silly here.
Oh! Well, he might have been doing a little bit of misdirection, drop kick to the knee, and now it's Maverick trying to isolate some of that speed of Wes Lee.
Yeah, I gotta say, Wes Lee may be thrown off a little bit by working a competitor a little bit smaller than himself.
Oh, Maverick to the top rope, looking to fly. He took down Lee. Maverick now into the cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out.
Drake Maverick giving Wes Lee a taste of his own medicine there. I like that from Maverick.
Maverick trying to reach over for the tag, far away though, trying to drag over Wes Lee. Beth, you brought up a great point. It's not often Lee is in a matchup with someone who's a little smaller than he is.
Yeah, and in this position, you see Lee using that wide base to overpower Drake Maverick, and now tagging the fresh Carter.
What a shot by Lee. Lee now standing above Drake Maverick, and in comes Carter.
Bronco Buster.
And MSK has been on a roll since arriving here in NXT. Carter now into the cover to retain the tag team titles. Maverick able to kick out at 1.
And here's the problem with Drake Maverick as we take a look at Killian Dane desperately want to get tagged in. Don't forget, later on tonight, the new NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez will be here, and we will hear from her.
Are we going to see new tag team champions here tonight?
That is the question. The way things are looking right now, the mistake Maverick made is that he did not tag in Killian Dane when he was on top. Got a little too cocky and confident.
When it
now
comes
he's paying the price.
Maverick able to land on his feet when it comes to MSK is making the tag. And in comes Killian Dane. Carter trying to cut off Dane with one arm with a Uranagi. Big kick under the jaw. Drops Dane to the outside. Lee trying to pick up some momentum. Bounces off the ropes. Looks to fly. Oh no.
Dane too big, too strong. That is the beast of Belfast at his best. Oh.
Dane just mowing down Wes Lee. Killian Dane, Drake Maverick earning this huge opportunity. Can they put gold around their waist? We are back on NXT. The NXT Tag Team Championships on the line right now. Challengers Killian Dane, Drake Maverick have been in control of MSK.
Now the dynamic has certainly changed. Killian Dane, but we might have it swinging back in the favor of the Tag Team Champions.
Carter coming right back in, and now it's Carter taking down Maverick right to the midsection. Maverick underneath the jaw. Carter now focusing in, charging another knee under the jaw of Maverick. Carter rolling through that offensive style that Carter possesses. Oh, taking out Killian Dane this time.
Yeah, let's be honest, you need to get the big man out of this matchup if you're going to have a chance to win. Very smart there from Nash Carter, I like that.
Oh! What a German suplex by Carter, who's looking over at Wes Lee. MSK, first championship defense after winning the tag team titles in the most watched NXT TakeOver ever. Stand and Deliver as up and down.
I'll never get tired of seeing that.
Lee is legal into the cover, and Killian Dane. And look at, talk about smart. Dane tossing Maverick into his corner.
Absolutely, and this is what Dane needs to do. Take control of this matchup, big man. It's all on you at this point. Maverick is down and out.
Carter gets caught, so does Lee, and oh no, look at the strength. But wait a minute. MSK able to fight their way free, and now chopping down the beast from Belfast.
MSK clearly did their homework on the big man.
Oh, double stop to the lower back. MSK in control at this juncture. Beth, as exciting as they come.
Yeah, rapid fire, offensive moves in quick succession, trying to keep the fresher man in there.
I don't think Killian Dane realizes Wesley is legal again. That tag team tandem offense is Wesley all the way to the top rope, looking down on Killian Dane. Oh! Into the cover goes Wesley to retain the tag team titles. Dane kicks out at 2.
Dane has no clue where he's at right now as we take another look at this epic top rope move from Wesley.
I mean, are you counting those rotations? Even in slow motion, it looked lightning fast.
Well, Nash Carter now legal off the tag. Carter.
No chance.
Trying to lift up Killian Dane.
Dane too big.
Whoa. Up and over goes Carter. Dane wobbling. Lee trying to give a little assist to no avail.
Oh! Pancake time.
Carter covered. Lee just breaks up the count. Lee just took him a little extra time to regroup where he was at.
Well, just as this match was turning into it, oh, here we go. Drake Maverick in there. Beautiful DDT.
Big DDT, and now it's Maverick fired up. Could Maverick and Dane be closing in on putting gold around their waist? What a way that certainly would kick off the first night of NXT here on Tuesdays, here on the USA Network. Oh, look at that stereo offense. Dane looking for the powerbomb.
Uh-oh.
Drake now going up and over.
Oh! That backfired in a bad way.
Spectacular, quick teamwork by MSK. Things are falling apart for Killian Dane.
A little miscommunication. Dane, I did not think he saw what was going on. He certainly saw that cutter.
Just that slight lack of cohesion could be the difference maker here when you compare yourself to MSK, as tight as they come.
Well, we talk about divine and Wait, Maverick! Inside cradle! Tunnels on the line, and Carter just kicked out to save the tag team reign of MSK. Forearm under the jaw. Tag was made. Wesley is now legal. Carter holding on to Maverick. Up and over. End transmission. Carter takes out Dane. Lee into the cover. MSK retains.
Here are your winners, and still the NXT Tag Team Champions, MSK.
Can't take anything away from Drake Maverick, Killian Dane. They brought their best here tonight. Beth, in the end, MSK was ready to step up to the plate.
Yeah, an incredible showing tonight for the brand new tag champions. This is definitely a sign of things to come. Let's bring you back to this incredible moment right here. Always innovating. Wesley, several rotations in the air against the ribs.
I mean, that left you speechless. I mean, it's tongue-tying to witness, but here was a turning point. Killian Dane did not see Lee and Carter powerbombed his tag team partner. That wiped out Maverick, which would open the door for some high-impact, high-innovation tag team offense by MSK.
Drake Maverick trying everything within his power, but it will be this unique offense right here, throwing caution to the wind that would allow Wesley to get the pinfall on Drake Maverick.
MSK, all night, all day. Yes, Lord.
MSK continuing to roll as the NXT. What's Alexander Wolf doing out here? Whoa! He provided the distraction. Eichner, Bartel, Imperium. Look at the strength of Eichner.
Like a pack of wolves.
Wolves, how about hyenas? Wolf, Bartel, Eichner. Imperium ready to impose their will. It appears once again on NXT. and its tag team division.
Stone come through, or does Superman Stone come through? Because right now we're gonna go to Mr. Regal's office, and I'm gonna get Rhea and Jessie Kameha the NXT Women's Tag Title shot that they still deserve, their real title shot, because that's what Superman Stone.
You have my money?
Yeah. Mercedes.
That. Once again, where is my money?
Mercedes, please, let's talk about this. You're not. Take your hand off of me. This is ridiculous.
You want to step up to me?
Oh no, I don't want to step up to you. I want to step on you.
All right. Tonight.
Wow, Jessie Kameha feeling confident, but still to come, we will be taking an insider look at the aftermath of one of the most grueling bouts in NXT history. The post-match fallout of Cole O'Reilly is next.
COVID-19 changed our way of life, the way we work, the way we play, and the way we live.
Right now, COVID-19 vaccines are available to millions of Americans, and soon they'll be available for everyone.
Let's get back to our lives and get vaccinated.
Roll up your sleeve and do your part for the ones you love.
This is our shot.
And we can do this together.
As we went on the air earlier, you can see Roderick Strong alongside his wife, Marina Shafir. No doubt a lot on the heart and mind as we saw the UE come to an explosive end recently.
You talk about that explosive end, Beth. It actually came to that explosive end in one of the most grueling matches that you mentioned, Wade, in NXT history, which took place in the most watched takeover in NXT history. Stand and deliver. It was Cole O'Reilly, and it was unsanctioned.
The following contest is an unsanctioned match.
We've seen these two men fight in the locker room, fight in their training facility. They tried to run each other down with their vehicles. They've been arrested. I think the better question is, what are they not willing to do to each other?
And here we go. And right off the bat, there goes Cole O'Reilly.
This is the exact reason NXT will not be held accountable.
I made you who you are. You would be nothing without him.
Something is awakened inside Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, holy!
Here's payback. This is the Savage Kyle. Second thought by Kyle O'Reilly. He can't bring himself to do it. Oh! This one spilling out all over the Capitol Wrestling Center. Nothing like this has taken place here before.
I don't know how these two have anything left. Not again! There's only one last thing. Oh! There's sick, sadistic thoughts flowing through the brainwaves of Kyle O'Reilly.
I sold my soul for the Undisputed Era, and I want it back.
Oh! Through the chair! For the love of God! Kyle O'Reilly puts away Adam Cole! Take a look at the Capitol Wrestling Center. Standing ovation for two men, whether you like them or whether you don't, stood and delivered on the biggest stage in NXT.
Oh my God.
Be careful. Stay calm, Cole.
Oh my God.
Calm. I know. Stay calm.
Stop telling me to stay calm.
Okay.
Go get some help now.
Stay calm.
You are finished, Kyle! You're dead! You're dead! I'm gonna finish you! Oh, God! You are finished, Kyle! You are finished, you son of a... You ain't... You ain't... You are dead! God.
After the harrowing nature of the unsanctioned match, I thought both men had left everything in the ring. Adam Cole, it would appear, does not agree.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Brass City CT, Mercedes Martinez.
Moving back into the action here on the first Tuesday edition of NXT Live from the Capitol Wrestling Center. Jessi Kamea getting ready to go up against Mercedes Martinez, Beth, who has been in a foul mood.
I mean, she's got reason to be. She was shortchanged by Robert Stone, who can afford to bedazzle some gardening gloves, but I mean, can't pay Mercedes Martinez the second half of what he promised.
Bedazzled gardening gloves. They are $25,000 each. Diamond-encrusted leather gloves, Beth. Give them the respect they deserve.
25. Can I see a receipt for that, Wade?
Vic Joseph couldn't even afford a thumb of one of those things.
And right off the bat, Kameha coming right at Mercedes Martinez. Might have been distracted by those gloves, is now Kameha, who's trying to prove Robert Stone correct earlier tonight that Kameha and Aaliyah deserve another opportunity at the NXT Women's Tag Team titles.
Confident and aggressive start from Jessi Kamea. This is what the Robert Stone brand can do for you.
There you see Robert Stone talking about getting no money. I mean, Wade, you can agree with Mercedes Martinez. You'd be angry if your envelope was light.
Of course I would, but if I was being paid to do a specific job, such as win the tag gold for the Robert Stone brand, and I did not produce the goods, then I wouldn't expect to be paid. So I don't think Mercedes Martinez has any argument.
Well, Jessi Kamea in control right now.
Well, let's be clear. That payment was supposed to be paid win, lose, or draw. Robert Stone, just another example of him being a shyster.
Steady on, Beth. I would need to see the small print in the contract to confirm that.
Well, we certainly do see it, Aaliyah. Jessi Kamea, just what she said earlier tonight, that she wanted to meet Mercedes Martinez in the ring. Kamea has been gamed thus far.
This has been really, really impressive from Jessi Kamea. Robert Stone brand looking
with
approval.
Did you see that?
We saw it. We saw it earlier. It's amazing.
Are you trying to get on then?
Hey, steady on, steady on. Focus on the match.
I wouldn't hold my breath on a payday from the Robert Stone brand, Wade.
Kamea able to catch herself and fly through the air. Martinez able to duck Kamea. And now Martinez looking right and boom, a jumping knee under the jaw. Martinez now, fun and games are over. Martinez hoisting up Kamea and sending a message directly to Robert Stone and his brand. Martinez victorious.
Here's your winner, Mercedes Martinez.
You don't want to mess around with Mercedes Martinez. I guess Kameha had good intentions for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, great effort.
Oh, no. And Martinez.
Get him! Get him, Martinez!
Take it off. There, it's yours. Just take it.
It's a shakedown.
It's a shakedown.
Raquel Gonzalez, congratulations, champ. But here's a warning. I'm coming for you.
Why didn't you say anything that time? Mercedes Martinez, all business. Well, right now we want to go to our backstage correspondent, Mackenzie Mitchell, who is standing by with the way.
The way tonight you're competing in an 8-person mixed tag team match against Bronson Reed.
You know what this match is? Say it with me, Mackenzie. Goo bananas. And of course, Regal is trying to stick it to us. But tonight, for the first time in NXT history, all 4 members of the Way can be in the ring at the very same time, as we're gonna show the world the way to handle business.
And tonight, I play no more games with Dexter Lumis. Tonight, I get my revenge.
Yeah, love the intensity.
Speaking of revenge, Shotzi and Ember, they got lucky at TakeOver. They got lucky, but tonight, we're gonna handle business.
And I'm just hoping I end up in the ring at the same time as Dexter so I can take care of my business.
Bring the microphone back. Okay, no. The only business we're gonna handle tonight is we're gonna show everyone the Way is the most dominant 4-person intergender group in NXT history. Come on, guys. Hands in. Hands in. Come on. Come on. Mackenzie, put your hand in. Put your hand in. Come on. The Way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Over here, man. We're over here. Yeah.
Woohoo! Speaking of handling business, after proving he's the undisputed Cruiserweight champion at Takeover Stand and Deliver, Escobar has said he's going to issue an open challenge for the title.
Alright, you know what I gotta do. I gotta talk to the universe.
We'll see you later.
See, I know why y'all here in the lab trying to highlight your boy Swerve, right? Because I had the star-making performance at NXT TakeOver, Stand and Deliver, and the Gauntlet Eliminator match. That's right. Proving once again to the NXT universe that your boy's a star, and he's just different. Eliminating Cameron Grimes and former North American champion Leon Ruff. You remember that? I do. Seems that fate brought us together again in the ring tonight. Kind of getting sick of it. Time for Swerve to move on, but I can't do that without getting rid of you, Leon. Look me in my eyes and understand I'm not playing. I'm so serious. After tonight, Swerve and Leon are done.
Well, Swerve Scott has been on fire since his recent attitude upgrade. Leon Ruff might be in for a whooping later on tonight.
Please welcome the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Santos Escobar, El Legado del Fantasma.
The undisputed Cruiserweight champion of the world, Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma. And really the debate is over. It ended at NXT TakeOver, Stand and Deliver, on the biggest takeover of all time, the most watched takeover ever. Santos Escobar stood and delivered an epic performance that Shawn Michaels said is a ladder match for the history books.
Escobar never lacking confidence, but in this case, he is 100% justified.
One year ago, hace un año, this was the title of a forgotten division. La División del Olvido will no more, not anymore, no. Legado del Fantasma was born, and what was the sideshow became prime time, baby. Main events, takeovers. The Emperor of Lucha Libre stole the show at Stand and Deliver. And now, Santos Escobar is the undisputed Cruiserweight champion. El campeón. Just like my father was, just like my son will be. We are warriors. We never back down. Nunca nos rajamos. We always fight. Which is why tonight I'm gonna lay out an open challenge to whoever.
Well, it looks like challenge has been accepted.
Oh my word. It tells you everything you need to know about the nobility of Santos Escobar, that he's opened himself up to a title defense against anyone. But Kushida of all people, this is huge.
Santos Escobar looking out. I mean, Kushida had an absolute instant classic against Pete Dunne at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver.
Well, the internet was salivating over this. And Mr. Regal promised a technical masterpiece, and that's exactly what was delivered. NXT, where we go to look for the pinnacle of the craft.
He's a loser. I got it.
Well, Escobar said, listen, and here we go. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden, Escobar, Kushida, I mean, finally, this match officially has begun, and Escobar going right in on Kushida. Strong knee strikes. A nice counter by Kushida.
Yeah, Escobar sending Legado del Fantasma back to the locker room. Wants to do this one on his own.
I mean, let's not forget, do this on his own. I mean,
into the cover, Kushida, quick kick out.
Do we forget about the assist from Wilder Mendoza and the damage they caused at TakeOver?
Yeah,
let's be clear, Beth.
Whoa.
Legado del Fantasma were not invited out to that match by Santos Escobar. They interrupted because they are
looking for the
family.
submission, looking for the hoverboard lock. Kushida and Escobar quickly, wisely getting to the bottom rope. And Kushida going right back in on the arm, continuing to inflict damage. Because there's no way Escobar can be 100%.
Absolutely not. You come through a matchup like he had. Stand and deliver, my word.
And there we go, Kushida. Mocking now the champion, paying homage to the new Hall of Famer, Jushin Thunder Liger. Will gold be around the waist of Kushida tonight? First NXT here on Tuesday nights, our second championship match of the evening, and Escobar has been in control.
Santos Escobar looking as good as ever. You mentioned Jushin Thunder Liger. Just before the break, Escobar and Liger used to be tag champs together in Mexico. You know what else they did? They ran the bingo.
Right now, Escobar looking to continue his reign as champion. 320 days and counting.
You see the veteran experience of Santos Escobar driving that shoulder and arm into the steel steps. If Kushida can't use those arms, that hoverboard lock's not going to happen.
Now it's on the mind of the Emperor of Lucha Libre. Turning over Kushida. Look at Kushida's throat right against the steel.
2, 3, let's go.
You can hear Kushida screaming, writhing in pain.
The man is in absolute agony.
Listen to this.
You know, this is a statement from the Emperor of Lucha Libre, the Cruiserweight champ.
And you can't, no one can deny Escobar's greatness at this moment.
Oh, come off it. Who on earth would deny it? No one on planet Earth would dream of denying the man. The man has done everything he ever said he would do. He has proven time and time again he is the absolute best.
Into the cover goes Escobar. Ooh, and a kick out by Kushida. Half second away from retaining was Santos Escobar.
Escobar just personifies greatness. Oozes class.
Oh, Superstar knows a lot about Santos Escobar. Isaiah Swerve Scott takes his rivalry with Leon Ruff to another level tonight. But right now, it is all about the Cruiserweight Championship. We can't forget about the new Women's Champion. Raquel Gonzalez is next. But Escobar beating down on Kushida at this moment.
Kushida just getting tied up in knots.
You're a loser! Huh? The nerve you got!
You heard Santos.
now tonight, rooted the message I have.
And Escobar!
Escobar can commentate while he fights. The man's brilliant.
Escobar laying the ground in the lineage, the heritage in his family, saying his son will one day be a champion, much like himself and his father before him.
Escobar could take the next step in building his legacy tonight from the top rope with a Hurricane Rana. Kushida arriving in pain. Champion into the cover. Hook of the leg to retain it. Kushida again, just able to kick out at 2.
Speaking to the resilience of Kushida, see this impact here, boom! Across the back, Kushida writhing in pain, but still able to have the wherewithal to kick out at the last moment.
And now Escobar implying a submission right into Kushida, and take a look at the strain on the shoulders of the challenger.
That bow and arrow move, the knee driven right into the middle of the back of Kushida. Kushida desperately trying to fight out of that. How much damage has he already sustained in this match?
Kushida answering this open challenge here tonight against Santos Escobar. Escobar not coming in at 100% after that epic ladder match against Jordan Devlin to unify the Cruiserweight titles, and stand and deliver just dropped Kushida. No longer standing as the challenger. Champion now. Can he continue to string together the offense for another retention of his title?
Escobar continuing to put on the pressure, but Kushida is still alive in this, fighting for his life.
Ready looking for that Phantom Driver, countered by the challenger. Kushida, inverted atomic drop. Kushida now. Continuing. Big hip toss, roll through, cartwheel drop kick.
Kushida has snapped in there. This match is gonna want easy.
Huge right hand. PK kick to the arm. Kushida is rolling.
Kushida systematically dismantling that arm.
Looking for the submission now is Kushida. Kushida trying to make the champion tap out. Escobar now negotiating his way free, able to stand in reverse, break the hold for a moment.
Santos Escobar rocking and rolling at the moment in a world of trouble. Palm strike to the jaw of Escobar. Escobar's in big trouble here.
To the top rope goes Escobar.
So much force behind that. You can see the sweat beads flying off the chest of Kushida.
Oh, and to the right arm again goes the challenger. Kushida now climbing to the top rope, hooking up the champion. Escobar all the way to the top. Kushida off the top with the suplex, trying to hold on. Locking in that arm one more time. Again, suplex. Shoulders down. Shoulders down. Escobar. Oh, my Lord. Escobar, foot on the rope.
Anywhere else in the ring, and we'd have a new champion right now. But hats off to Santos Escobar.
Capital Wrestling Center rising to their feet for this Cruiserweight Championship matchup. Kushida going in looking for the hoverboard lock again.
The pace and the impact of this match has been unbelievable. Kushida targeting that shoulder.
Look at Escobar, won't be denied. Escobar said he has the heart of a warrior, able to counter Kushida, and an enziguri to the back of the challenger. Kushida rock, answers back with a kick of his own.
Immediately back with the Pele kick. Both men down. What a classic this is turning into.
Kushida realizing this could be his moment.
He's got to crawl. He's inches away.
Capital Wrestling Center rocking here on the first Tuesday edition of NXT here on the USA Network.
Oh, we are getting an absolute treat from these two. Hats off to the pair of them.
Oh, look at these kicks. Kushida getting the better end of the champion. Champion with the reversal. Challenger, point.
Oh, yes, the timing, perfection.
Backstabber out of nowhere. Pinpoint accuracy by Escobar. And can Escobar now put the final nail in Kushida?
Kushida right for the pickings.
Looking for the Phantom Driver. Escobar couldn't catch it. Countered by Kushida. Shoulders down, countered by the champion. What a counter it is. Near fall. Kushida cinches in. Whoa!
Here is your winner, the new NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Kushida!
Oh my word, I cannot believe we won! Santos Escobar after a performance like that! Somehow, not enough! New champion Kushida!
I mean, a performance like that, but one that Kushida has earned Since arriving in 2019, Kushida has worked his way to this very moment.
What a victory for Kushida, but we gotta go back to some of the action in this matchup. I mean, both superstars knowing each other so well, scouting each other. It was the open challenge answered by Kushida, but right here, boom, that backstabber, so perfectly executed by Escobar.
The frantic pace would never let up Escobar, thinking he had it in the bag, but Kushida somehow telegraphing the maneuver. Escobar going back and forth, but it will be this moment right here, and in the blink of an eye, 1 second, we have a new Cruiserweight champion.
All it takes is 3 seconds, and for the first time in his career, Kushida is champion.
Escobar is furious.
Escobar upset after what just happened, no doubt, and through the smoke rises the new NXT Cruiserweight champion, Kushida.
Life has a way of testing us, sometimes in the least expected of ways. The Dusty Classic tested our strength as a team. Walter and Imperium tested our will, our loyalty. Did we win every fight? No. Did we pass every test? I think so. And now we come out on the other side stronger as a unit, ready to face a new NXT, a new landscape.
New NXT champion, new NXT tag team champion. What path to choose? It's standard procedure for us. We finish what we start.
MSK, we're coming.
Well, Ciampa and Thatcher on the hunt for gold, but here's a lady who's already got some of her own. The new NXT Women's Champ, Raquel Gonzalez. We'll hear from her next.
Kushida, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. It's very well earned.
My dream is really.
Yes.
I did it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Kushida. We are all so proud of you, so happy for you, right? Look at you, man. 6-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and now the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Isn't that fantastic? So you beat Escobar. That makes you the man, right? Except, you know, who did he ever beat, right? I mean, just because you run up a ladder quicker than someone doesn't make you a better wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Now, see, I'm the man around here. I'm the best wrestler in the world under 205. And what you are, Kushida, is a very lucky man. Because you see, the travel gods, they're smiling down on you. Because I'm going home now for a little while. But I'll be back.
Ah?
Yeah.
Is
And
it
when I
up
come
there?
back, it's going to be for that time.
Oh, it's not there. Oh.
So hold on to it tight, all right?
Anytime.
Well, definitely wanting to spoil the celebration, but I'm going to send a huge congratulations to Kushida.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your new NXT Women's Champion, Raquel Gonzalez.
Well, Raquel Gonzalez stood and delivered in the main event of night 1 of NXT TakeOver, Stand and Deliver.
Doesn't she look resplendent That NXT Women's Championship just looks right on the shoulder of Raquel Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, who was able to topple Io Shirai in that aforementioned main event, has taken her spot atop the women's division.
What a powerhouse, and Io Shirai, hats off to her, one of the greatest champions of the modern era, but it was this lady, Raquel Gonzalez, who was finally able to dethrone her.
A year and a half ago was the biggest night in NXT history. NXT goes live on USA Network, and I was supposed to have my big debut. But I wasn't ready. I went home that night, and I swore that that would never happen again. When my opportunity comes, I am going to be ready. So I busted my ass to move faster, train harder, lift heavier. And a year and a half later, I stand here as your NXT Women's Champion. And the one person who recognized my dedication was Dakota Kai. Without Dakota Kai, I don't debut at Portland. We don't become the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and I sure as hell don't stand here as your new NXT Women's Champion.
You know, for 14 months, we dominated the best women's division in the world.
And all of the respect to Io Shirai. She was a great champion. Yeah. But the Raquel Gonzalez era has officially begun.
What is going on here?
She is the epitome of sophistication and style. Franky Monet has finally arrived in the NXT Women's Division.
The wait is over. The mystery has come to an end.
And even better, she's brought that cute little dog with her.
Keep that bloody dog away from me.
From head to toe, yeah. Bougie, bad, bougie, bad, bougie, bad. Poppin', tag. I've been doing what they.
It's certainly an opportune time for Franky Monet to arrive.
I'm so bougie bad, got 'em in their bag. I've been doing what they.
Congratulations, champ. Felicidades, campeona. I am here to formally introduce myself to you and the world. I am La Güera Loca. I am Franky Monet. And now, the best division on this planet has gotten a little bit shinier, a little bit bougier. and a whole lot better. And as you are at the top of my division, you'll be seeing a whole lot more of me.
Mi amor. You're lucky I'm in a good mood tonight. Because if you interrupt me like that again, this cute little poochie, I'm gonna shove him straight up your culo.
Okay, cabrona. I will see you every single Tuesday, champ.
Raquel Gonzalez, Wolfpack. Wait a minute! This place has come unglued for the new Raw Women's Champion.
Welcome home to the champ!
No love lost between Ripley and Gonzalez. Quite the history here on NXT. At one time, best friends, other times, worst enemies. The SmackDown Women's Champion has arrived. Bianca Belair, who main evented night 1 of WrestleMania. The hits keep coming tonight.
How many A-listers can we fit in one ring?
Just shows you the fingerprints of NXT all over WrestleMania. Expect the unexpected every Tuesday here on NXT.
Oh, you want to know who runs the wrestling world? The answer is these 3 women, Gonzalez, Belair, and Rhea Ripley.
Week at Takeover, I outclassed and out-wrestled Kushida and showed that it's not just talk. I'm the best technical wrestler, not just in NXT, but all of WWE. And if anyone from any brand thinks otherwise, then step up, try and prove me wrong. I dare ya, And in the meantime, it's time to get focused on what I came back to NXT for. Championship gold.
I've had connections with top Japanese wrestlers for over 30 years. And a few years ago, they were all contacting me about a certain lady. It's took a lot of time and a lot of negotiations. And finally, we have the Warrior of the Sun, Saray, signing here with NXT. This lady is something very, very special. She's going to take it to another level.
She has cute smiling, but she has very strong mind.
Saray has been passed the torch by some of the biggest names in Japanese wrestling.
With the success of Asuka, Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, and now Saray, the greatest women's division in wrestling is here in NXT, and it's only going to get better with the arrival of Saray, the Warrior of the Sun.
Mr. Regal, we just learned that Saray will make her debut to NXT next week. How exciting is this?
This is an incredible acquisition for NXT. I'm so excited that Saray's actually going to be here next week. It took a few years, but I'm so glad she's now. I apologize. I have some business to attend to.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Ready? I'm sorry for being a little late.
That's okay. I'm done.
You sure? I can't say that there wasn't times that we're trying in dealing with you and UE, but you're the ultimate professional, and you're welcome back here in NXT at any time. Thank you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 157 pounds, Ruff.
Let's just backtrack a second here. Roderick Strong has been through personal and professional hell in recent weeks. I know from my own career that sometimes you just feel you have no choice but to walk away from it all. We, of course, are sorry to see him go, but from all of us at the desk here at NXT, we wish you the best, Roderick Strong, and I hope we will see you once again down the road.
And his opponent, from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 201 pounds, Isaiah Scott.
Isaiah Swerve Scott Wade, he feels overlooked and underappreciated.
Yeah, well, you have to agree with him. For a man with so many obvious talents, it is nothing short of a crime that he's been handed the opportunities, or so few opportunities, that he so greatly deserves.
Right into the fight, fist after fist, coming right back in, taking down Scott, and this is very personal for Leon Ruff.
Every time these two men are face to face, it gets volatile.
Whoa!
Right off the bat, Swerve giving it back to Ruff, but
able to counter Scott. Scott dropped very awkwardly on that shoulder, and look at Ruff. Notice it, realize it, and now is going to pay the price is Scott.
That was a horrible landing on Swerve there. Could have had a separated shoulder from that. Of course, Leon Ruff capitalizing on it immediately.
Look, it's Ruff realizing there's a weakness now in Scott's game. Ruff is going to keep his foot on the gas. He's going to continue now to exploit this opening.
I mean, are you surprised how many times has Isaiah Swerve Scott attacked Leon Ruff from behind, leaving him laying, being viciously beaten?
And Leon Ruff has stated he's lost a lot of fights, with the one thing he's never done is run away. May have wanted to duck then.
Let me pull you back on that a second, Beth. It has been 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Do not blame Isaiah Swerve. Everyone's always pointing fingers at Swerve. It's never his fault.
All right, now, Scott, big body slam. You can see the pain etched on the face, and now Scott measuring Ruff with that uppercut right to the back. Use the injured arm, into the cover goes Scott, hook of the leg, and Ruff able to kick out at 2.
Wait, never his fault. Like, come on, Wade. Like, take a look at this moment here. Swerve is clearly a talented competitor in the ring, but his big problem is, no, it's costing him matches. It's his attitude, and he doesn't take responsibility.
You've got to be kidding. This attitude upgrade of Swerve is what is taking him to elite level performances like we saw at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. His 2nd place in that gauntlet.
Well, 2nd place isn't first, and Ruff now remembers that night as well, as Ruff came up short as well. But Ruff trying to bounce back in a huge way here tonight against Scott. Ruff now just measuring Isaiah Swerve Scott. Every punch so perfectly placed by Ruff, who gets countered yet again. Ruff able to land on his feet. This is that quickness, that athleticism that Ruff brings off the top rope. Here's those spidey senses of Ruff on display.
Ludicrous movement.
And now just catching, goes up, goes over again, gets, oh, wait a minute, Scott, oh, Russian leg sweep from the 2nd turnbuckle.
Well, that was superb from Scott. Of course, these two have been entwined over the past 2 months.
Scott now again to the outside. So personal, this rivalry has gotten with a pump kick right under the jaw. Can Ruff bounce back? Scott's in control here on NXT. Back on NXT, our first night here on Tuesday. What a night it's been. 2 championship matches, and this grudge match, as in control has been Scott. All over Ruff, and certainly.
I love this shit, boy. I love this.
And certainly, as Scott said earlier tonight, a star-making performance at the most-watched NXT TakeOver ever.
Well, the world finally sat up and took notice of Swerve Scott.
Play games.
You might not like the attitude, but it is effective. If you don't like Swerve, that's fine. He's just different.
I told you, we're done. We're done from here on out.
Scott done being overlooked, and right now, taking his time, enjoying the moment. Oh! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa, Ruff's had enough, and Ruff answering right back. Ruff with a couple of forearms, charging right back in, takes down Scott with a clothesline. Ruff now, with Scott in his sights, charges back in, and Ruff starting to build momentum. And look, Beth, Ruff's sick of negativity.
Yeah, you know what? Swerve has brought the lion out in Ruff, and he's looking to beat some respect.
Oh! Counter the springboard into the submission. Ruff trying to counter himself, able to roll through, stop right to the elbow.
These two know each other so well, almost one step ahead of each other at times.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. Cutter connects. Scott to the outside. Ruff now, as we mentioned before, a superstar with no hesitation in his game. Ruff looks to climb, looks to fly, and wipes out Scott. Sticks to landing, and Ruff, no wasted motion.
What a bizarre bunch of angles Leon Ruff can attack from. Now going up top once again.
Missile drop kick. Scott turned inside out, Ruff crawls into the cover, hooks the leg, isn't enough, and Scott kicks out at 2.
To your point, Wade, take a look at this. Leon Ruff able to telegraph every single angle right in from the top rope. Boom, and then landing on his feet.
It makes it so difficult to defend an opponent who's coming from the most bizarre angles like Leon Ruff does.
We've mentioned Ruff in the past, those spidey senses on display here tonight. And now both superstars climbing to the top rope. Scott getting the better for a moment of Ruff. Oh! Again to the injured right arm of Scott. Ruff, if at first you don't succeed, try again. The hell's on his mind?
Well, there's a lot of TT right there. What on earth? Top rope Hurricanrana.
From the heavens, Ruff now looking over at Scott, crawling into the cover. This has got to be, oh my. Somehow, some way.
A stunning scramble to the top rope, and Leon Ruff defying gravity to project Swerve.
Swerve's laughing in there.
I don't think that's laughing. I think it's pain etched on the face. That shoulder and back hit the ground hard.
Sick smirk on his face anyway. This match somehow continues.
Ruff looking to put another exclamation point, on this matchup. And Ruff trying now to beat down, chop down Scott. Scott answering back. This slugfest right here tonight in this grudge match. Scott wants to put Ruff in the rearview mirror.
Charging uppercut, catching Ruff flush on the jaw.
Up goes Ruff, able to counter that time. What a head scissors into the middle turnbuckle went Scott. Ruff now building some momentum with a clothesline.
Wasn't enough to take Swerve off his feet. Have that in reply.
Home run.
Scott turning things around. Now trying to put Ruff away. What goes up must come down. Counter. Shoulders down. Center of the ring. Oh, was that 3?
Cinched in, super tight. 2 9/10.
Referee in great position. What a count. That was as close as it gets, as Ruff able to get a little separation now.
This one is just swinging back and forth. Where is this final blow coming from?
The bigger, stronger competitor, Swerve, able to muscle Ruff up.
Oh! Nasty landing for Ruff, eating the top turnbuckle.
Whiplash effect to the neck of Ruff.
And Scott, that innovative offense on display, and a huge victory for Swerve.
Here is your winner, Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Scott called his shot and delivered tonight.
My word, insane levels of counters from both men.
Zoe, you've certainly made a statement since coming to NXT. How do you feel after competing in your first takeover?
Mackenzie, how would you feel if 4 months ago you were living in Las Vegas struggling to make ends meet, and now you're here at NXT? You see, when I was living there, I was training every single day for 8 hours a day. All that hard work and struggle, it finally got me here. And then on top of that, I got to have the biggest match in my career at the biggest takeover NXT has ever had against one of the best female wrestlers that there are, Toni Storm. I'm fantastic. And now I have my sights set on the ultimate goal, the NXT Women's Championship.
Mackenzie, why are you wasting your time on a nobody? Everybody knows Mercedes Martinez is next in line for a title opportunity, not some rookie.
Rookie? We'll see about that.
Well, Stark and Martinez could be set for a collision course, but how about our main event? 8-person mixed tag team matches coming your way next.
You did amazing at WrestleMania. But now, it's time for you to do what you do. Thanks.
NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, we proved again that Imperium is the most dominant force in all of professional wrestling. For the last 2 years, I've been the most dominant champion in WWE. And Tommaso Ciampa was one of the biggest challenges yet, but nothing changed. I'm still the NXT UK champion. Our crusade to restore the honor of this great sport is just beginning. Imperium will grow. Imperium will expand. Because Imperium is here to stay. And soon, all of NXT will understand what it means when we say the mat is sacred.
Swerve, after all you've had to say about Leon Ruff, is it safe to say that this is officially over?
Did you just see what I just did out there to him? Swerve made a statement.
Oh, now it's Ruff making a statement.
Do you want to play, Swerve? Do you want to play? You listen to me. It's not over until I say it's over. Leon, what's wrong with you, man? Take it out, man. Now, come on. All the way back to the locker room. Swerve. Hey, get the bell. Get the bell.
That's a side of Ruff we've never seen.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is an 8-person mixed tag team match. Introducing first, the team of Dexter Lumis, Bronson Reed, and the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Ember and Shotzi Blackheart.
Well, this is certainly a team put together in Reed, Dexter Lumis, and the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
And if ever there was a motley crew, this is it. And I'm telling you, this dynamic is super cool. I'm digging it.
Those are Shotzi's music saying, I'm a psycho. Highly appropriate that she's tagging with that whack job Dexter Lumis tonight.
If he came over here right now, I bet you wouldn't say that to him. Your silence speaks volumes. Thank you, Beth, for backing me up. We are set for this main event here tonight. It'll be very interesting to see, if you see Dexter Lumis, how these four actually team together. Tonight, as you can see, Theory, Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, and of course, Johnny Gargano, who is still the NXT North American Champion, taking out Dexter Lumis on night 2 of NXT TakeOver Standing Room.
Well, this quartet just look good, don't they? They even have matching gear, and this might be my favorite part of the entire night, the no-look high five. What on earth is the secret? Oh,
that wasn't necessarily perfect, though, Wade. Did you not see that?
Oh, it was good enough. There was a connection. You try doing it, Vic Joseph. You couldn't do it. You know why? You have to be a real-life superhero right the way to pull off something like that.
Griswold's beat the Avengers for sure with the way. But,
well, Dexter Lumis will start things off here with his old friend, Austin Theory.
Oh, there's no friendship there whatsoever. Let's not forget Dexter Lumis kidnapping poor young Austin Theory once upon a time. Thankfully, Austin recovered from his experience.
I mean, kidnapping is a strong word.
It's also the correct word.
Austin has not complained one bit. He enjoyed his experience. I mean,
he did, but I gotta give credit to Wade here. He did earlier tonight say he was going to take it to Theory, or Theory was going to take it to. Wait, what? Oh, and
Hartwell a little overcome by.
Well, Candice interfering, and again, it is mixed tag team rules as the women will battle the women, and no love lost between LeRae, Moon, Hartwell, and Shotzi Blackheart, who just tagged in, and the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions rolling, picking up where they left off at TakeOver, covering a kick out. As quickly trying to answer. Oh, it's Indy Hartwell. Hartwell stopped in her tracks. Another tag made back in Moon.
Of course, we saw Blackheart and Moon working as a well-oiled team, sending a message to.
Well, Gargano. Well, Johnny helping out his wife, and now paying the price.
I thought the women and the men weren't supposed to interact in this one. You just told me the rules, Vic.
Johnny shouldn't stuck his nose in their business.
Johnny Gargano almost had his Baker Mayfield headband knocked off as Lumis checks in, and Gargano's not going to like what he sees. Gargano turning around, got caught by Lumis. We said we were in for a massive 8-person main event here tonight as Gargano trying to turn things around. Got caught and dropped.
Oh, my word. There really is something of the night about Dexter Lumis.
It's happening. It's happening. The pheromones are flying.
Whoa! Oh, Gargano from behind.
1, 2, 3, 4.
First main event here on our new night on Tuesdays. And 8 of the biggest stars in NXT in this matchup.
Before the break, as we almost saw Index materialize, but right now, Bronson Reed.
Index, is that what we're calling him now? That's almost as bad as Vic Kenzie.
Well, right now, moving on from your thought, Bronson Reed running over Austin Theory. Gargano looking right in the eyes of the man he went one-on-one with night 2 of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Uh-oh, no. Reed now. Locomotive, get off the tracks.
Just an avalanche of humanity squashing the way.
I still can't believe Gargano thought he was at a disadvantage in that match last Thursday.
I know Bronson Reed has certainly recovered from the onslaught he went through, and double the trouble, double the fun.
Whoa! What a monster of a man.
Covered by Reed, hook of the leg, and Lorraine and Hartwell breaking things up. Well, speaking of things starting to break down now.
Referee lost all control in this one. The women taking over. I didn't see a tag.
The Hartwell now planning Ember Moon. Blackheart, though, taking care of Lorraine.
And powerful offense of Hartwell.
Oh, nice DDT. Said things were breaking down. No love lost between anyone in this matchup. What's on the mind of Candice LeRae now?
Bodies lying everywhere.
Don't do it, Candice. Come on. Well, wasn't the best to see.
It was a nice try, though.
Full Theory out of nowhere.
That's the cohesion of the
Whoa! Spinebuster by Lumis. Gargano able to pull out Lumis now again, and wait a minute. Ember Moon out of nowhere.
Your shots coming from every single angle here.
They said things. I mean, we called this a collision course. There's now Candice. DDT on Lumis. Reed trying to turn things around for his team. What?
Blackheart saying, use me!
What?
As a human wrecking ball!
Oh, Shotzi Blackheart absolutely out of her mind, but how effective was that?
Oh, she is unorthodox.
One more time, Candice LeRae, fearless in this moment. Boom, laying out Dexter Lumis.
Well, not to be outdone. I mean, Shotzi Blackheart fired out of a tank almost. Out of the 2 hands of Bronson Reed is now Reed. Go, looking to fly. Caught with a super kick by the North American champion, who gets caught by Lumis. Lumis up and down. The silence.
Oh, center of the ring.
Lumis, the illegal man, but looking to wear down Gargano.
Hey, he's not the illegal man.
What is she doing?
He's not illegal.
Oh, Lumis showing compassion.
Come off it. Who knows what was going through his mind?
Austin Theory did it. And Indy Hartwell just... What the heck?
Setting up a ruse.
I'm so confused.
It's like Beauty and the Beast. Hartwell has been, oh my God! She's got her Prince Charming!
Dexter Lumis!
See that?
Dexter Lumis is kidnapping Indy Hartwell!
Indy Hartwell?
What a sicko!
You need to come off it, say? And Theory now, back into the matchup, back to those injured ribs. Reed with a forearm, just rocked Theory. Theory is dazed, probably confused, and now it's Dex, Reed.
Bronson Reed knows exactly what he's doing.
I think it's 3-on-3 now.
Ember Moon looking for a colossal eclipse on Theory.
Straight out of the circus, but Candice LeRae here.
Taken out, Ember Moon, and now Reed, now Gargano. Always a step ahead is the North American champion.
Well, it's all turning right for the way at this point in time. Johnny Gargano, the patriarch of the family, here to finish this big lap for good.
Johnny always has a plan.
Oh, that was the worst plan ever.
That one certainly backfired. Theory now is Candice doing her best.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if this is plan B though.
Ambitious to say the least.
That's a good word.
LeRae.
This will not work.
Oh!
Blackheart hoisting up LeRae. Down again onto Theory. Oh no, we know what's coming next.
Oh, here we go.
Look at the big
Here we go. Tsunami!
Reed into the cover. The mass of humanity picks up the W for his team.
Here are your winners, the team of Dexter Lumis, Bronson Reed, and the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Ember and Shotzi Blackheart.
Wade's excited about tsunamis. Beth's over here calling a Cinderella story. I mean, what a main event on our first Tuesday night here on NXT.
Guys, I'm sorry, I'm super excited, but look, this is the moment where, check that out. She's got her man. Index is happening, guys.
Index is happening. Wade's speechless. Let's go back to the action.
But it was this moment, Ember Moon with a well-placed eclipse. Candice LeRae.
Yeah, well, it was a well-placed eclipse, but not a well-thought-out plan from Candice LeRae, who had it backfired, courtesy of Shotzi Blackheart. And, well, in the end, Wade.
Oh, well, it's a beautiful move. It's unfortunate that it ended on poor Austin Theory, who I'm a major fan of, but what a way to finish the single most chaotic matchup I have ever witnessed in NXT.
And the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions on the shoulder of Bronson Reed. But how about next week? For the first time since NXT Stand and Deliver Night 2, Kyle O'Reilly will be here live on USA. And let's go back one more replay. I mean, Wade, you could feel the ground shake as Reed landed that huge tsunami. It almost was almost the same shaking as Beth was having earlier in the night when Dexter Lumis carried away Indy Hartwell.
Well, as impressed as I am about the tsunami, I'm equally horrified by the fate of Indy Hartwell.
Oh, the way is in disarray. Bronson Reed standing tall, as are the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. What a night it was here on